What's up, guys? Happy Monday. How is everybody doing? Oh, let's see. Let's get this show started. What is going on? It's been eventful week. I hope for everyone it was a pretty good week. We got a pretty fair amount of Marvel Legends news to kind of cover, and today was a big day for the Four Horsemen with the dragon not reveal but date reveal, I should say. So we're going to talk about that stuff. But I'd like to know, how have your toy hunts been this past week? If you checked out my toy hunt from yesterday, it was very minimal, I guess. I'm not going to say uneventful. We did find some new figures, and I still have some footage left over that I'm going to put in for this toy hunt in the next few days, because I will put out a toy hunt before this upcoming weekend of Zolocon. I think I can kind of go over a little bit of Zolocon. I'm trying to remember if there's really anything on the site that we can take a look at, because there's a fair amount of stuff or vendors that we can just kind of talk over. Yeah, I've been pretty busy with things around the house as always. I had to schedule a new water heater installation, which is not fun, especially when you're dealing with an older home that you're trying to determine how they even installed the original water heater in the first place. Yeah, it's crazy. It's it's crazy, but everything's situated, everything's scheduled out. I think it'll be a success. So I know my way. I'm handy myself. I know I can do a little bit of plumbing here and there, electrical here and there. It's just a guy thing. I don't know. My dad taught me a lot of stuff growing up, learning how to just do things yourself. So he kind of made me like a jack of all trades, master of none type of thing. So I really I hated it when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, Dad, why do I have to be here? Why am I having to be like your second helper and all this stuff? But I appreciate it now as an adult, because he taught me a lot of stuff of what I can do on my own without having to spend the money to hire a professional, because I've done majority of all of my household repairs for the homes that I have lived in. It is a very beneficial thing to have under your belt when you can do your own stuff. So there's things here and there that are just too big for me to do. Water heater, I've never done an installation for it, but I've seen it done. It's just too much for me. Can't do that. So that's all squared away. We'll see what happens. I'll be busy on Wednesday trying to make sure that all goes well. And while I'm out on Wednesday, it's toy hunting. I'm going to go toy hunting. We're going to go check out a few stores here and there, because the closest stores near that area, of course, is a Target, Walmart. We can hit up a Ross, see what's going on with Ross, and then a couple of the liquidation stores. I definitely have to check some of those out. And this all being now Zolocon on the weekend, so that'll be pretty awesome. Let me just bring up Zolocon just to kind of, since I'm talking about it, I will have it up on the screen so we can just see what's there. Let's see. I should have prepared this like I always do. Lack of preparation. Here we go. Share. Here we are. Okay. First off, let's say hi. Let's say hi to who's here. Mark Rose, as always. How are you, sir? What's going on, man? Brian King, how you doing, man? Money. Dragon. Absolutely. It's I didn't start saving, so that's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck. I do have quite a few things on sale for sale, so I could kind of just recoup that money right there. And Beltran, what's up, man? Jeff Morris, how are you, sir? 209 Ed, what's up, man? How you doing? Invading North Carolina. Invading North Carolina. Are you there? Jeff Morris, what's up, man? Anyone have a spare 550 for? I know, right? Absolutely. Not just 550, taxes and shipping. Joey collects. What's up, man? How you doing? Luke, how are you, sir? Jeff, I'll give you 550 if you let me borrow. Let's see. Spartan Toy Hunters here. What's up, man? How you doing? Home repair, the joys of adulthood. Yeah, the joys of adulthood. Not only home repairs, my God, everyday responsibilities of adulthood, especially, oh God, once summer starts to hit, is more responsibilities, because owning a house, you got not just the inside of the house, but the outside of the house, mowing the lawns, all the just landscaping that I have to take care of. And landscaping is an all-encompassing thing. Oh, it's such a pain in the ass. And not only that, I probably have to power wash the house and stuff like, oh, so much stuff. 550 is no go. Come on, Ed. Why? You know why? You have not seen it in person. When you see it in person, it's so good. So good. Disavowed. What's up, man? How you doing? Sean Beatty, how are you, sir? Shadowbird, how are you, sir? Yeah, I'll see Disavowed this weekend. All right, let's see. Yes, I'm in North Carolina for the week, invading other toy hunters. Oh boy, here we go. What's up, Omega Weapon? For that price, and it's not a maximum dragon. Oh, it's a maximum dragon. It's an absolute maximum dragon. Yeah, Tim. Yep. You're gonna. It's gonna hit you hard. Gil, how are you, sir? What's up, man? Derek Chandler, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Let's see. Oh, Joe, you know what? Because I know you may want it. You may want it, but I get it. I know. I definitely understand. Absolutely. I'm just being an ass. Zolo. All right. So I had Zolocon up here. Let me just kind of zip through this. So Zolocon is going to be at the Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's not really a resort. It's just a valley. It's just a casino, hotel, all that stuff. I haven't been there personally. I've been around it. My workplace was near it, so I got to see it all the time. And plus, it's right near the King of Prussia Mall. And if you've never heard of the King of Prussia Mall, King of Prussia is third largest mall in America. So it's huge. King of Prussia is huge, and they still are growing in a way. They're always doing renovations and stuff. So the King of Prussia Mall is not far. It's literally like a 3-minute drive from this casino. This casino holds a lot of, I think, certain boxing events. They do that there, but who knows? They have shows of all kinds. They have large stages or like larger auditoriums. So I'm not exactly sure where the show is going to take place, but I'm curious. Enter at the casino tower. So okay, well, we will definitely check that out. The Zolocon exclusive from the Four Horsemen, which is really cool. It's similar to last year's Skullman exclusive, because it's part of the Warrior Beast line. So it is a tribute figure, but this one looks really cool. It's basically just all black with these white painted lines for the skeletal structure. But the newer parts that they're utilizing here, which I like a lot, and then the soft goods cape, I love that. Even the green flame going on here that you can swap out the different heads. So if you have the Skullman from last year and then this one, it'll look pretty cool considering it's part of the Warrior Beast line. There's no guarantee that it would be easily available at the show because they have to take care of everyone who did the VIP ticket plus the action figure, which is why it costs $85. So you're paying for a 2-day pass in which the VIP is for, you can get in an hour and a half early on Saturday. And then you can pick up your figure at the same time. So this is where it's crazy. If you really, really wanted this figure, you can buy this right here for $85. Yeah, I know you're getting an admission VIP pass that you won't go to. It's basically like the charge for having this figure mailed out to you. It's weird. I get it. I don't always, but fans of Four Horsemen had no issue paying the $85 to ship this out if they can't make it to Zolocon. They also have another exclusive for this one. This I'm not familiar. The Space Heroes. So I think it's a variety of them. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, see, random blind bag. This one's only $35 because these are 3 3/4 like little minifigures. So Steranko is going to be there. He's always there. Steranko is a staple of Zolocon. And then, of course, your Saturday pass is $20. Sunday pass is $15. Children under 12 is free. Oh, so if my son is coming with me on Sunday, so let's see. I got to look for the map because there's a lot of vendors this year. It's huge. It's a much bigger space. So that's pretty awesome to see. Here's the show floor. That's really big. Like that's almost RetroCon big for those of us that are in the area of Pennsylvania, New Jersey that go to RetroCon in September. This is huge. I'm very impressed with Zolocon right now, having that many vendors. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I want to make sure I keep up with the chat. Derek, looking forward to Zolocon. Nice, man. Let me know what stories you find. Think of going hunting down there around Ishkan. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Derek. I greatly appreciate it, man. I spent way too much this week. Caught up, though. Just waiting for new stuff. I'm always waiting for new stuff. It's crazy. NJ Tree, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes. You haven't told me why. You just always like sigh, like, ugh, I can't. I hate King of Pride. Like, I don't know why. You have never told me why. Ship today. Nice. Yeah, well, maybe they learned their lesson from that. Jesus message. What's our booth number? Let's find out. Let's find out, Derek, because I don't remember. Let's see. Great. It's not in alphabetical order. So let's see if I can skim it really quick. Nope. Good old Control F. There we go. 152, 176, 177. All right. That must be a corner spot. Yep, here we go. Right here. Right there. That's where you are. Let's see. So you're... See, I wish I knew more about this place so I can understand it a bit better. But it's a first for me. Very first for me, but not my first time at Zolocon, of course. I've been going to Zolocon since like 2017, probably. So the fact that there's like this registrations in here, plus there's smaller booths down here, which is wild. I mean, I even mentioned to Michael Zolotaro, who's the showrunner of this, that I may want to get a table one time, and he said, if you want to get a table, you just let me know. I almost got a table this year, but there was no way I could do it considering what my kids have lined up for their activities and stuff. So this is still pretty crazy to see stuff like this. I think my friend Vampire Robots might be I think they're right on the opposite side, not opposite, but in the same area. They're in like 172, 73. So there's a lot. We have a lot to go on there. That is crazy. As I mentioned, my eye starts to twitch. Samuel Edwards, what's up, man? How you doing? Beautiful. Disappointed about those blind bags. I bought the previous two. Oh, really? I see. Because I'm unfamiliar with it, I didn't pay attention to it. They look really cool because it's just a space monkey to me. So, let's see. Where are we when it comes to all the vendors, though? Because these are vendors that I'm familiar with by face in a way, but not necessarily by name. And that's because they don't, most vendors, they don't have like a symbol or a label of their vendor name anywhere at their table. Sometimes, not all the times, but it varies. But from what we can see, if we scroll through here, there can be some familiar names. Eternia Dreams is a big one. They had a huge space last year, so Eternia Dreams is huge. Toy Reaper, let's see, Bull Airs is there. Wow, they actually are just announced their custom Masters of the Universe shoes and hats and shirts, so that's pretty cool. So we've seen Bull Airs before. The Toy Cantina is a local shop here. Wow, Eternia Dreams, man, they took up a lot of tables, didn't they? Holy crap. Okay. Nick the Toy Guy, he's awesome. Has a lot of Hasbro stuff, so a lot of legends there. Excelsior is basically, if you want a tattoo, you can get a tattoo. Bobby Valla, he got a tattoo last year at Zolocon. Fandom's Treasure, good friend of the channel. Let's see, who else is here? NJ Toys and Collectibles. Time Warp Toys. Yep, they're there all the time. They're from New York, if I'm not mistaken. Toys and Comic Universe. Let's see. Mego is a big one. They're always there. AFA. I'm trying to remember if they've always been there too. Yeah, there's always quite a bit. Here we go. Harbinger Studios, Savage Crucible. Where are they? 108, 110, 140, 141. 108, 110. Oh, wow. They're taking up this huge 6-table block right here. But it's not only Savage Crucible, because Collegiate Legends will be there too. So they're having both lineups right there. So that's pretty cool. So Spiro, you're technically right across from Savage Crucible. And of course, Valaverse will be there. There's Vampire Robots. There's Spiro. Of course, we went through that. Retrospect, Leland is there. That's awesome. Toy and Comic Kevin is a local shop in this area. The Toy Forge, nice. D13 Toys, of course, that's expected because they're with Four Horsemen. Wolf King Customins, that's also Four Horsemen. And then Four Horsemen Studios. Four Horsemen Studios is 163 to 166. And that you are right here. So you're in this corner right here. So, oh, that's actually smart because they're going to have all this space around here to have a line. Honestly, they're just going to have a line there. And I just saw they're also Gentle Giant is making their first appearance here. So I wonder what they're going to be showing. So Diamond Select Toys and Gentle Giant. That's awesome. So 169 and 170 is right near Four Horsemen. So they're going to take up this space right there. That's awesome. I wonder who's going to be there. Who's going to represent? Formo Toys there, Chicken Fried Toys there. There's Damien D. Blake Makes. He's at 175. That's cool. So Damien's right next to you, Derek. Valaverse, 186 to 188. Phantasm Comics, 192. That's a local shop that I think my next toy hunt will have some footage at Phantasm Comics. Zenoscope Entertainment is there too. That's a independent comic book right there. So Zenoscope is an independent publisher that's actually in my area. So I I actually applied to work there in the past because it's part of the comic book industry. They're an independent comic publisher. Um, but I didn't get the job. I tried. So 186 to 188. I want to see where they're at. This will help me definitely for the weekend. 186 to 188. So Bobby's here. Okay, so cool. So they have they're probably right in front because if registration is right here, then walking in this way, you get to see like mostly the toy companies here right in front. So that's pretty cool. And 192, oh, so Phantasm, he's got his own spot right there, right in the front. Wow, okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't mind that. Can check out all my favorite people right there in front. And then everyone else, really, man, a lot of vendors. I can't wait for this, man. It sucks. I can only go one day, but it's all right. We'll try. We'll try to get as much footage as possible so we could see everything about it. Really, that's really where I'm going to be. uh, let's see. Malcolm Lee, what's up, man? How many of those Valaverse figures are you going to get? I would love two. So hopefully Bobby has more than enough. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I know there's a limit of 2 on Saturday, and then on Sunday the limit gets lifted per person. So we'll see what happens. Migo took up so many tables. They always do. They definitely do. They're a big part of Zolocon. Venom Bite, what's up, man? Let's see. Is by bathrooms nice? Yeah. Flight tomorrow. Art they put you in the back parking lot? Yeah, right. That's funny. Okay, since we are here, let me let's take this off and let's jump into Toy Arc. Oh, of course. Let me share that screen. Okay, we got that out. Share this one. Okay, where are you? It's not here. Did I lose it? I lost it. That's the StreamYard one. No, I will get it. Here we go. It's already on there. So let me fix this up a bit and go back one page. And here we go. So, of course, I'm always going to use ToyArk in finding some of the latest news. And of course, today's biggest news was the Mythic Legions Beather Dragon crowdfunding campaign info. So that's from the very beginning. They told us this will be a campaign. This will basically be like a crowdfunding Kickstarter on their own website. So that's perfectly fine by me. I don't have an issue with that. Four Horsemen, you always, if you wanted the best price for pre-ordering their latest reveals, you would normally go through their website because you get it cheaper that way. But it all depends. It all depends on your own situation. So since Legions Con, if you want some close-up pictures of this thing, I definitely have some in my Legions Con videos or my Instagram. You can definitely take a look at that. But this thing is a massive figure. It's incredible. I knew I wanted it from the start. I guess it definitely did depend on the pricing. But right off the bat, when I saw it, I was like, it's got to be $500. There's no doubt in my mind that this thing has to be $500. The sculpt on this is absolutely beautiful, and so much detail in how it was painted is so good. I It's so good to look at. It really is. There's so many transitions of greens in there. I, it's an incredible looking figure, and I have no doubt with Four Horsemen with how they do their paint deco, because it's so good. Their figures and the way they have the way that they're painted they're works of art. Really, it's really really awesome. So for this, they're announcing that on March 7th will be the start of this campaign. March 7th is my son's birthday, which is funny. So it's like, you want to buy a dragon? So the Beather Dragon campaign nearly upon us, March 7th. What they have to offer is really the date as well as the price of being $550 plus shipping and taxes were applicable. So for me, shipping, who knows what it'll be. But when it comes to shipping, I remember Jeremy Gerard stating that this is almost going to be an experience of like a build a figure. So the packaging will definitely be smaller because you're going to have to put this thing together, just to decrease on how shipping costs will be, because they didn't want to have like an overly large size box, but something that is manageable and more affordable for shipping. So he did touch on that last year. And so I don't have a problem putting a figure together. I mean, I take Mythic Legions figures apart all the time just so I could mix and match stuff. It's fun to do. So this is no different. Um, so $550. So shipping, who knows? $25, $30 maybe. Taxes where I am is 6%. 6% in Pennsylvania. Not all of Pennsylvania. Like Philadelphia is city tax, that's 8%. Where I'm in suburbs, it's 6%. So I have 6% tax. 6% 550 is like $30. So there you go. I'm at least spending over $600 for this. It hasn't been decided yet if money will be taken out immediately on your backing or pre-order, or if it's at the end of the campaign, which I'm going to assume it's at the end of the campaign, maybe. But then I don't think they've ever held your like credit card information before. So who knows? I don't know how it's going to work out. They are asking for a minimum of 2,000 units to get it started. That's easy for the Four Horsemen fans. this that'll more than likely be day one. More than likely. Campaign will run for 1 month. 1 month. So 1 month to get your orders in. And then they've all of this has already been started. So it's who knows what kind of time frame we're going to have. And then they're going to have some stretch goals that will be added. And they also told us that figures will be part of the stretch goals, and stretch goals are within the 550 price. So that's pretty good too. There's really no extra cost outside of the 550 for the stretch goals. Awesome. I heard there may be add-ons. Now add-ons are different. That's actually adding on more to the price. So that's fine. That depends on what the add-on is. Who knows? Who really knows? But I'm really excited for this. So that's really what it's all about. Now it's more so who's really going to buy one. Everyone talked about it since Legion Con, how awesome this dragon is, but who's really going to put the money up? I know I am. Absolutely. I'm definitely going to pick this one up. I want it. I absolutely want it. Let's see. Why are you... Here we go. Let's see. Venom Bite. I'm waiting on Valorverse Trigger from BBTS tomorrow. Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Encountered Culture. What's up, man? It's a beast. Looks great. So whoever gets this will have a real statement piece. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for jumping on the live stream, man. It's good to see you. So much money. Absolutely, NJ Tree. I really need to sell something. Let's see. Where else? So that was the biggest news today. Last week really was about this Marvel Legends live stream for the Gamerverse wave. I had no expectations for what this live stream was going to be. I would have never thought of Gamerverse. Not at all. Not at all. Am I excited about it? I'm okay. I'm not like, oh, I got to have this, but I can cherry pick from this wave. It looks, some of it does look good, and some of it, because I have a whole like Spider-Man collection, it drew me in, regardless of it being Gamerverse. So I'll kind of go through the pictures from the beginning, and I won't spend a lot of time on a lot of them, but this one, Spirit Spider, is that what? Ghost Spider or Spirit? No, not Ghost Spider. Spirit Spider-Man. I don't know. I forgot about this look. I don't care for this at all. I don't care for it at all. The fact that it's a Walmart exclusive, so be it. Please be a Walmart exclusive. You know why? Because I hope it goes in the same direction as what happened with Xavier, what happened with Prowler, what happened with US Agent. So many different Walmart exclusives went straight down to a clearance price online, because we know most of the time we don't really see some of these things end up in the store. But man, when it's online, they drop to clearance price really fast, really fast. So if this drops to like Xavier prices for like $5.97, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up then, because I'm not gonna pay the regular price for this. I don't care for it whatsoever. But to have them part with all the Spider-Men in my collection, sure. But at the $5 price, I will do it. I don't see myself, like, oh, I got to pre-order this. No, thank you. Kingpin. looks good to me. Uh, the problem that I had with it is, of course, they're just reusing the Joe Fixit body, which is funny. If you guys have been with me long enough, where I bought Joe Fixit again from Ollie's, because it was, how much was it at Ollie's? Like $15 or something like that. Um, I used that body and put an extra kingpin head and the kingpin hands, and it looked great. It looked like a little, like a mobster kingpin with the striped suit and everything. And I thought it looked good because it was more of like a stronger, like a more muscular build of Kingpin, which this is what I was going for. This was absolutely what I was going for using the Joe Fixit body. And here we go. Here it is for the Gamerverse in the black suit, which I love the black suit. I think the black suit is a great choice to get it from the Spider-Man 2 video game. So I don't have a problem with it. And I actually like the Kingpin heads. The Kingpin heads look good. Did he look like the version in the game? No, because more he was muscular but slender in the video game. From images that I saw. I don't have Spider-Man 2. I have Spider-Man, I have Miles Morales. I just did not get Spider-Man 2 yet. So I'm familiar with what occurred in the video game, so I've been spoiled by it, so that's all right. I still love playing a game regardless of what information that I know. This still looks good to me, and I would love to have this in the collection. So I don't have a problem with this. I don't need it right away. I should say that. So this falls under the like deluxe figures. So this is going to be $40. So I'm it's not that I'm happy about that. It's just basically, deluxe figure, build a figure piece sold separately. So that's really what it is. $40 under that category of deluxe figures, fine. Because what was it? Venom Pool was $40. The Red Hulk is $40. So they're all under that category. So I expected this to be $40, and it is. So it's not bad. It's just it's just reuse. It's reusing a body that I had the same idea for. Awesome. Fine by me. Then, starting off with the actual wave. Let's see. You know what? I don't want to lose place in my chat here. So I want to make sure I keep up with you guys. Let's see. Dragon is awesome, but I want to remain married. Okay, Jeff. I trust me. I'm gonna talk to my wife about it and be like, hey, I'm going to get this. She knows right off the bat. She knows that money, how I spend that money is not going to come out of our paychecks. It's going to come from something that I sold from over here. So we'll definitely see it. They're based from Inside Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, absolutely. Robert, what's up, man? Hope you're good. Pass on all the Game Over stuff from me. It's okay, but I need to cut back. Absolutely understand. I would want to cut back too on some of this stuff, which is why I'm just going to maybe just cherry pick a little thing here and there. Not go like, oh, gotta have it the moment I see it. I can wait. Absolutely wait. When they show the old Gamerverse boxes, I bet people were hoping Marvel Rivals. Oh, me too. Absolutely. I was really hoping for Marvel Rivals. J-Mac, what's up, man? All these are hot dog water besides the futuristic one, and I think I just like it because the plastic's shiny. I love that suit, by the way. I do too. Ghost Spider on clearance. Okay, not full price though. Yes, absolutely. Roll Keeper, what's up, man? Passing all the Gamerverse figs. Nerd affiliated. What's up, man? How you doing? How many dragons am I getting? One. But I forgot to mention this. They said that the dragon is really just through the Four Horsemen. It's not going to be sold through their partnership retailers like Big Bad Toy Store or their other partners like Nerd Zoic and things like that. It's not going to be sold there. So if you want this dragon, you got to go through Four Horsemen. But that's not to say that they may do a variant, which they could do like they've done in the past. They're doing it now. They're retailer exclusive versions. So what if the Four Horsemen actually does a retailer version of the dragon later down the line? And they, of course, it's retailer only, and it's a completely different color scheme, which would be really cool. That was in my head. I forgot to mention that. Put a soft goods coat on a Spider-Man 99 or whatever. He could be a henchman. See, I know where you're going with that, and that's why I kind of loved that suit, because I mentioned this with my friends where I had, if I have it somewhere, I had a variant cover by one of my favorite artists who did a Miles that looked almost similar to that. Kingpin okay, I just don't like the Joe fixed it bod for him pass. No worries. And Beltran, no butterfly joints on symbiote. That's blasphemy. Really? I'm gonna have to look at that again. I like the Kingpin. I'm not a fan of the Amazon exclusive thing. Understood, man. I have a game head ready to print. Oh, here we go. Looks like Uncle Fester. Spider-Man was 50. This thing is 65. If Spider-Man was 50, which Spider-Man? I Toyner. What's up, man? Got the retro Kingpin recently, so I'm good with that. That's a good one. I do have that as well. Did you order Maximum Profit? I did. I ordered it through Hasbro Pulse because I had my whole thing about, comparing that, and I hate the price. Don't get me wrong. It's a terrible price for a regular figure, regardless of how many accessories it is. The only problem that I have is if they reuse that body for the standard figures, because then you basically ruin the point of Maximum. That Maximum Spider-Man figure has to be reused for Maximum figures only. Because if they start using it for standard figures, that's really messed up. Okay, let's see. Going back to this is the Miles Morales Spider-Man in like the red, white, and blue colors. So I brought out my Gamerverse Miles here. It's just so I could kind of look, and I'm pretty sure it's just the repaint. This is just a repaint of this. Nothing really new or different except just the repaint. I know there's like sculpted web lines, which this kind of does because it's got a little bit of raised webbing around the chest and head. So it works. I could see that. It's really, yeah, it is. It's the same figure. So I don't care much for this outfit. I could easily pass on this. So it's not a problem. It definitely comes with, the hands that we've seen, and it's good. We've got flipping hands, punch fists, and he's got the electrical hands, but he doesn't have wall crawling hands, which this one came with wall crawling hands. So why did they leave that out? That's just dumb. They should have kept that in there because this came with all the hands with the electrical effects. I think. I gotta remember. But yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't need this one. I can pass on this Miles, considering we have two other Miles in this set. And then of course there's the box. And then of course I'll just throw it out right there now. The mere fact that this wave is using the square packaging, and you didn't make any of those larger figures a Build-A-Figure is just crazy. Symbiote Spider-Man, awesome. Or Peter Parker, either one. I love the way they did this. It's great to represent the Spider-Man 2 Symbiote Spider-Man video game because of how it looks. It looks good. It really good. The raised spider emblem, which is awesome. So they sculpted that in. But this, you're right. There is no butterfly joints. Why did they skip out on that one? Maybe it was because the spider the spider emblem. Because they sculpted the spider emblem. That's probably where they decided, you know what? No, we don't need the butterfly joints. That sucks. Because it's got the diaphragm joint and then the inverted ab grunge. So they are so close to having something really good, especially putting the butterfly joints. Hopefully it's okay, but it looks really good to me. No toe joints is I'm gonna hope that it's like a disc hinge neck. And of course we get like a little bit of we've seen the webbing before, but it's different now considering how it's kind of splayed out, which is fine. All the hands, which is good. That's nice to see. Luckily, I have my D Blake Makes black webbing, so I could utilize it for this figure. But I like this one. This is one I would get. I'm not pre-ordering any of this, by the way. I know which ones I want to pick up. Yeah. Sculpted emblem 2 on the back. That looks good. This one, the Boricua Miles Morales. So this I had to try and determine. So this I was thinking, is this the same Miles? But it's not, because I think no, it's not. It's very different. It's very different because the legs are smoothed out. So I heard it's the newly Sunfire body. Almost no, it's not, because I actually have the new Sunfire body in front. I have Ant-Man in front, Giant Man in front of me. So the legs, they're not as muscular as the Sunfire body, but it's got the inverted ab crunch. It's got a diaphragm joint. It's got the butterfly joints, and it's got a sculpted upper torso as well as the head sculpt, which is crazy to see. So that's what I was trying to say. I don't think it's all new sculpt, but I think the upper torso is an all new sculpt. This looks really good, but I was like, I don't need this one right away. I can just kind of pass on it for the time being. I don't really have any ties to it. And it comes with the hands, which is fine. But I couldn't really pinpoint what is this body. Oh, it comes with webbing. Look at that. Oh, this figure, my God. Where'd we go? Canceling pre-orders right now and looking at stuff to sell, right? Maximum profit Spider-Man is 50. That Kingpin is going to be more. No, Kingpin is 40. Kingpin is 40. It's not going to be 50. Butterfly joints. Weird how that symbiote is a new mold for $24.99. So yeah, exactly. They do new molds all the time, and they're always standard figures, which is why I'm so disappointed with the way they priced Maximum figures, Maximum Spider-Man. It's you termed it as a new category, which is why it's in its own price range. So you can argue it, but it's not part of the standard figures. It's not part of deluxe figures. So they created a whole new category for it. Now it's a minimum of $50. So that's why it sucks. I played the Spider-Man game. I call him the electrician Spider-Man because that's all he does to advance further. Oh my God. AF body? Really? The bottom half is Amazing Fantasy. Okay. The bottom half is at least. I didn't really. Yeah, but oh, you know what? Yeah, he doesn't have toe joints too, so that's why. Blue Beetle Spider-Man, easy pass. Jay Chutron, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Great channel, dude. Love the content. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, this Spider-Man anti-venom. Is it? Yeah, anti-venom Spider-Man. I don't care much for it. And this is the Sunfire body, the new Giant Man body. The whole thing. The whole thing is just a repaint on this body, which I have no problem with the Sunfire body because they updated it. It's pinless. This is pinless too. So it's not bad. It's just you're making a Spider-Man that you've already done so well with better articulation, and you always move backwards on the like C and D rated Spider-Man looks. Did I say that right? It's just weird to me. Well, of course, it's even worse that you're using this color palette instead of the white and black. You start off with the white and black and then do this color as like an exclusive to Walmart because of the blue. You could have done that. That's my opinion on it. I don't know why they decided to do it in this color first. Whatever. That's what it is. So that's what we're getting. I have no ties to this either. I don't care. I'm getting this figure. If I get it down the line, you guys know, if you watch my channel, I will find it on clearance somewhere. I will find it at a lower price at some point down the line. We'll see. I have no reason for it. It's good that every figure that we're seeing so far is going to have the multiple hands. That's nice to see with all these Spider-Man figures. So fists, wall crawling, and flipping hands. Good. Unlike all of our retro card figures that we've always been getting, we're always missing a set. It sucks. So Peter Parker anti-venom suit. This one, Miles Morales, Brooklyn 2099. So I do not know the origin of this suit. It is in the Spider-Man 2 video game. Perfectly fine. I love alternate costumes. I love seeing these different variants. And a lot of times I like them more instead of sticking with the norm. So this looks awesome. This looks all new sculpt to me because it doesn't look like the same legs as like the new Daredevil. It doesn't. And correct me if I'm wrong if it is, because it doesn't. But it looks all new sculpt. Everything looks seriously good. Look, the sculpted lines here in the torso, really awesome. It's got an ab crunch, of course, double joints, and butterfly joints. See that? Nice. They got butterfly joints on it. Why they didn't? I'm surprised they didn't do a Miles head instead of all the Spider-Man heads. This looks cool. So this reminded me of a variant cover on the Silk comics, and I sent this to NJ Tree before just to kind of have him like visually see what I was talking about. And if you put a trench coat, like a black trench coat on this guy, it'll look exactly the same as what I saw on the variant cover. Oh, it comes with webs. Nice. So I love the look on this. I don't mind this one. I like this one. This looks really good. And I love it's all new sculpts here. So that's nice to see. Oh, the legs. The legs have new sculpting here too with the red lines. Okay. So maybe the only thing reuse is this belt. This belt might have been from, oh no, maybe not. Never mind. I stand corrected. So we got 3 sets of hands as well as webbing. So that's cool. At least we get the hands. That's nice to see. I'm very curious at how it'll work out in regards to articulation because it's just a simple ab crunch. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a disc hinge neck too. And Black Cat. It's a female figure. I'm gonna pick it up. I actually do like this a lot. looks great. It's an all new sculpt using the new female articulation minus butterfly joints. You couldn't add butterfly joints to this? That sucks. But it's got a diaphragm cut as well as the inverted ab crunch, which is, hey, that's nice. Uh, this plastic fur just throws me off. I don't like it, but I get it because that's what it is. Man, if you could just cut these off and then like just glue in some of like fake fur or something like that might actually work nicely. Head sculpt looks good too. She has no ass, apparently. It's been pointed out to me by several people that she has no ass in this figure or chest. What are you gonna do? It's Hasbro. They're not gonna do it. She does have heels, which kind of scares me a bit, but I think it's a much thicker sole, so I think it'll be okay. She just comes with the Wand of Watum and the extra hands. So okay. I don't mind having this one at all. I don't mind. I think it looks good. So there's your wave here without a Build-A-Figure, which is stupid. Really stupid. Pre-order is tomorrow. Pre-order is tomorrow. So like I said, I want some. I don't need to pre-order it though. I know is this just fan channel? I forget. I don't remember. And then we have Venom. Venom. So right off the bat, Venom is $60. It will be $59.99 because they're categorizing Venom under the Mega Deluxe, the Mega Deluxe figures. And what were the Mega Deluxe figures? Odin was a Mega Deluxe. Hulkbuster was a Mega Deluxe. So this is them categorizing this Venom under the Mega Deluxe pricing, which is why $60, that's what you're getting. This is why Maximum Spider is dumb pricing. So they created their own category to create a whole new price. That's what they did, and it's unfortunate. So this Venom, after going over some images, and I did ask NJ Tree because I know he has the game, and NJ Tree is normally my Spider-Man source. It's pretty much accurate to the video game, and at least in my opinion, it looks good. I know it's tall as hell. The legs make you think it just looks way too slender, but it actually is pretty good to the source material. It looks really nice. It's got the sculpted emblem going on, and I think it looks really, really good to represent this Venom from the video game. And then, of course, we have the slime or saliva accessory, which is in a way neat, but I don't know, stupid maybe. I like it, and I like the fact that you can take it off, but it's weird to like that's the only accessory, really. You couldn't add any other stuff. Oh, I know there's the tendril accessory. I get it, but I'm just saying like that it's kind of weird. But the sculpt looks great. It's basically everything because it's got butterfly joints, it's got the diaphragm joint, it's got the inverted ab crunch. So we're gonna have a pretty well articulated figure here. I like it. $59.99. That's what it'll be. Let's see. Where do we go? I spoke to Jay last. Okay. I'm amazed they didn't go with white on the. I'm amazed too. It's a dumb choice. Brooklyn Spidey equals Troopers, evil robotic troopers. Interesting. Looks like he has baggy jeans on, but that really glossy head is weird. This is the one I like. Oh yeah, absolutely. I really like it. This thing will never stand up by itself. You think so? Sculpture Toys, what's up, man? It looks like Miles joined G.I. Joe. Yeah, I think I heard that where people were comparing it to Snake Eyes. Cake rating is very low. Very low. Absolutely. Don't hate Black Cat, but not a fan of her character. Pass. It's all good. This is really cool. Black Cat with no cake, no cheeks. Throw the whole figure out. Pricing is all over. It absolutely is. I like the scale of Venom. I want to see it in person. I do too. I really do. Is Hasbro going to be at Toy Fair? Because God, one day I would love to go to Toy Fair. The female with the heels, I don't think will stand up. Oh, so true, because I still have older female legends that had heels and they don't stand up at all. It sucks. It really does. Yeah, there's the tendril. Tendril looks cool. I was hoping that you could use the crow tendrils from Eternals. Remember that crow figure? I was hoping that maybe we could like kind of use those with this Venom, but it's not possible. I looked at it again, and the forearm of Crow is what's interchangeable, and it's way too thin. It will not work. And plus, it's a different color, absolutely different color. There you go. That's it. $59.99. Okay, let's see. And then we have, oh, there's the packaging. And X-Force Warpath. I don't have an X-Force Warpath. So this is absolutely what I'm going to pick up. No, I'm going to pick up this 2-pack. This, it's crazy because they didn't, it's using the new Venom, the new Walmart exclusive Venom body, which is also the Omega Red body. It's just updated because it has the diaphragm joint to it, which is perfect. Good. You're going to add all the points of articulation that was with the Venom. There you go. This Venom, this new Venom, diaphragm joint, ab crunch, everything. The problem is, of course, is it's not pinless. They decided to just not update the legs and the arms and keep it the way it is, the way it's pinless, or pinned, I should say. So, okay, at least we have our articulation points for this character because it's a big, it's a big character. I don't mind it. Pins typically don't really bother me, but when you start getting used to no pins, you kind of look at it more and you're like, okay. We'll never after this, there's no possible way we're gonna get an updated version of it. Not for a very, very long time. So getting this Warpath, awesome. I need one. I don't have one. I don't have an X-Force Warpath, so I will really like this. Laura, by the way, Laura looks great. And did I bring a Laura here? I did bring a Laura here. Because this Laura, this was the X-Force Laura that we got. And this one is definitely updated with the well, of course, pinless joints. So it's new legs and new arms, which is great. Thank God. Thank God, because I hated these single elbow joints for females. So now we have double joints for Laura here. But I can't, man, I get because of the torso, it seems like it's the same lower torso, but I can't tell if it's the same upper torso. Maybe it is the same. You know what? It's probably the same. How should I say? It's more than likely the same upper and lower torso, which is unfortunate. If they were gonna update it, they should have just completely updated it all the way. It's pretty crazy. But they did add, from what I can see here, they did add the claws on the toes. And what's funny is that the boots are all black, and it's the same boots that she has on this figure, but they painted the buckles on this figure, and they didn't paint the buckles on the new figure. It's the choices they make. Man, that's so crazy. So crazy. But the head sculpt looks awesome. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same torso. It's the same torso. The head sculpts are great. I love this screaming head. I really do. Yeah, that looks good. So there's definitely ups and downs to this figure. I'm glad it's updated, but they didn't do it all the way. That's the worst part about it. So it does come with extra hands, which is wild. And there's Warpath. So this is $50, $49.99 for this 2-pack, which is your basic standard figure 2-pack, $50. Every 2-pack that we've recently gotten so far is practically $50, unless it's like an extremely large figure where it's $60. But $50 for this March pre-order, so be it. And then this guy, this little missile. So everyone's saying it's Maximum Hulk. I could see that. I can definitely see that. We'll see. We'll see what this Maximum Hulk will be. It I don't know what else they could do for updating a Hulk figure. I really don't. I don't know what else they could do to update a Hulk figure unless you're going to really add like a whole new sculpt for articulation that has better articulation, especially for everyone wanting to do a thunderclap pose. Perfectly fine. I think that would be great, but I have no idea what they could update for a Hulk figure. And at the same time, what are you going to add to make it maximum? I don't I don't really know. I had no idea. Where okay. Yes, they're going to Toy Fair. Okay, cool. So we'll probably see some information about that. Sony made Black Cat flat chested and Mary Jane ugly. I have seen it. Yes, I agree. After so many Venoms, would you believe that that is the best one to be like $60? Maybe. In terms of, it's possible. It's possible. If as long as like the neck joint is good too, because this one is good. It's just the neck. They chose the wrong neck joint for this one. But the size is cool. I like the size of it. I love my Carnage with the 4 wires coming out of his back. That's a good one. I really like that one too. Ryan said he's going to bring multiple maximum figures and attempt to bring Renew Your Vows. Creators going, better bring Renew Your Vow bucks to compare. Yeah, yeah. I would love to go to a toy fair. I do not have the minimum requirements to apply for a toy fair press pass. That 2-pack is going to be at your Ross the day after release. You think so? What X23 but no ab crunch should have been on the new Team Black Widow body? See, I know they should do a whole new. They should have done it. They really should have. Yes, now see, I like Laura. So if someone wants to go half on a 2-pack with me, then take Warpath. I'm spoiled. I need the Black Widow articulation crunch on female. So am I. I really do too. That's why it's disappointing. It really is. I'm very on the fence with the X-Force 2-pack. Great update to X23, but Warpath seems a step back. Almost. I mean, Luckily, they're using the newest version of the Omega Red body, which is technically now the Venom body. But yeah, if he was pinless, I think it would have been, no one would have had questioned it. Laura's going to work in the snake. Is going to work in the snake pit, snake pit stocking bar. I can see it. That makes sense. 2 figures for the price of maximum profit figure, right? Right. But which version of Hulk? Oh, that's a good question. They can't go. Well, of course, it's a green one. uh, which version? Yeah, I know. So many different. Yeah, that's hard to say. It's Hulk's butterfly. What's up, Paul? How you doing? Let's see. Add neck articulations, multiple heads, toe joints, wider range of the butterfly joint, and soft goods shirts. Okay, I could see that. That Venom is the same size as Destroyer. Uh, it may be. Maybe wait. I think it was like 11. They said 11 inches tall, 11 and a half inches tall. Man, if that happens, I'd be so pissed. I really will. The Venom is the same size as Destroyer, and that new sculpt and came with. Yes, very true. Clapped hands and ball waist. Ball waist. Yes, I would love ball waist. Please do not do a waist swivel. Okay. All right. So that's really my main talking points for tonight in terms of toy news. What the hell did I just push? Oh, great. I clicked on a link over there. All right. So let's take this out. Now, what I had going for opening some figures tonight is older stuff, because you guys may know that I have been doing a lot of cleaning by disposing of packaging. And what I haven't disposed of yet, or what I'm working on, is opening up all of my retro cards. Right? That's already a pain, because it's just I'm still utilizing the card backs to put them in bags, so that way I have a place to put any excess accessories. So I'm working on that. But older retro cards that I haven't even opened, because I use them on my wall. I hung them up on my wall with their old Toy Biz counterparts. So if you saw in the past where I made a video of that, that's pretty much what I was doing. So the this is just some. These are just some of the figures that I was like, you know what? Let's open some of these, so that way I can get them on the shelf and then properly work on bagging the accessories and stuff. So, in keeping up with the theme, of course, with this whole Marvel Legends, that's where most of it is from what I'm opening tonight. We have the Black Cat right here. We have Cyborg Spider-Man. See, these figures I have not opened because they were hung up on a wall. Let's see. I have the Spider Armor Mark 1, which I remember having the Spider Armor Toy Biz figure as a kid, but there was a lot of back and forth with this is from the Spider-Man video game, which kind of is because it looks like it. So, oh look, there's the webs that Brooklyn 2099 has. But yeah, see, we're gonna get some of this. Look at this. Here's Negative Zone Spider-Man. Never opened this one. And this is the old Pizza Spider Buck. I'm afraid to really open this because this body is probably gummy. It's probably really, really gummy. What? I know I had another figure. Here it is. It fell all the way down. And this one, 2099 Spider-Man. So same thing. I think this is still this. Is this the same body? From what I'm seeing, it is the same body. So we'll see. I never had this version of Spider-Man 29. So hey, I wanted to at least get these open. It'll be less space, less clutter that I have going on over here. So we're definitely going to work on that. Let's see. Ooh, that would be good. What's up, Fig Fan Samurai? How you doing? That's actually a really cool idea. Transformation effects. Any news on the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Spider-Man 77? No, I have not heard any news on that. What would it take for you to buy more than one dragon? If someone gave me the money, that's where I'll have enough money for just the one, and then I'll be wiped out, completely wiped out. Oh, wait, I'm sorry if you already covered new Mondo. I did not cover it. I wanted to, but I knew I was going to talk a lot about Marvel Legends. Uh, the new Mondo Wolverine, I am not, because I got out of my Mondo figures. I made a choice that I cannot keep up with the my current situation here and adding the 1/6 scale Mondo figures. It was just too much. So I got out of it. It's cool that they're doing the new Wolverine based off of X-Men 97 instead of the old animated series. It's cool. And it's actually really cool for those that missed out on the blue and yellow suit originally, because that's more, it's not difficult to get. You could buy it, but a new Mondo X-Men 97 version, perfectly fine. Why I can't get the first dragon? Because I don't have enough square footage in my house. That's all right, man. It's not for everybody. I understand. Everyone has their own situation. I don't know if I have any space for it, because when I open up that dragon, it's just going to sit on the floor. There's no way I'm going to have shelf space for that size of a figure. It's not possible. It really isn't. It's going to be like a pet animal on the floor, because that thing is enormous. Hobby Lobby sells baggies, a good enough size to baggies. Yes, they do. I did find them, but I I went the AliExpress route and just bought different size bags and got them for like $1 for like a pack of 50 or 100. So I spent about like $5 or $6 on a lot of bags. MK1 is dope. Cyber Spider, not so much. Kaiju Kitty, what's up, man? If it's a Hasbro Spider-Man, there's a 95% chance it's gonna be. Oh, I know, I know. The old pizza Spidey buck is gonna. It doesn't hold up with the figures that we have now. I still have stuff from 3 pile of Luchamins to open up. Wow, man. A better option, Omega, is Michael sells some plastic containers that file into one case, enough room for. Yes, I think they do. I don't remember what it looks like. If it's Michaels, yes, yes, yes. I have like 3 of them, but they take up too much space for me. So me using plastic bags and throwing them in a large tote is a lot less space. What are you expecting from the toy show at Zolocon? Visiting all my friends. I'm checking out, of course, Four Horsemen, Valaverse, Spiro Toys, and Savage Crucible, and Gentle Giant Diamond Select. I will check out those 4 main companies that I normally would check out. And I hope to visit all my other local stores that have tables at that show and just literally have a good time. I'm more excited to see my friends. That's really what it is. Mondo is killing me with the sweet reveals, but I'm out on getting more Motu 6 scales. I wish I could hit Zolocon on Sunday and catch up with you maybe next time. Yeah, man. I know. I wish I could go on Saturday. I really do. Good point on the case space. Yeah, when I started stacking up the cases from Michaels, I was like, I'm creating more space than what I had. So if you checked out my Marvel Legends cleanup video, which I did in January, you'll see what I did. you'll see how I organized my accessories and stuff. It's something that I enjoyed because I still love my packaging, but I just made a choice to reduce how I stored my packaging. So let's see. Yeah. So let's see what we got. Because I got my knife. I'm gonna cut this open and we'll see. We know these are older lists. I don't have any pickups from this past week. If you checked out my video yesterday, no pickups. So unless I'm gonna open up some trading cards, which by the way, I have the new X-Men 97 trading cards from Tops showing up hopefully by Wednesday. So that'll be fun. Yay. So let's see. I know I don't have space on this table. I don't, because of the clutter that I have. It is a slow move on reducing the clutter and then trying to create like a space for me to do all kinds of stuff. It's weird, but I got to just take my time. Plus, I have other stuff to take care of, like projects around the house, which is crazy. So let's see. I'm more interested in opening this one because I had a version of this as a kid. Well, technically, I still have it. It's stored. Oh no, never mind. I sold most of my Toy Biz figures because I made a choice by I don't need to hold on to them anymore. So let's see what I got. So if you didn't see my video from my Marvel Legends declutter, you will kind of get an idea of what I do to somewhat save my packaging, because I keep the card, but then I bag it with its accessories. So that way I kind of just have like a place for the figure. And then in the event if I sell figures, it'll be in a nice bag with the card and a small bag with the accessories in it. So here we have Spider Armor Mark 1, which I can't stand because I know that's on there. So let's move this out of the way. Let's see. Yep, I don't need these. So look at this. It's a cool looking figure. I'm sure it's going to piss me off with the way it's going to articulate. But it's one of the newer, because it's technically an one and only all new sculpt, pinless, which is nice, waist swivel, ugh. And then it's got ab crunch. So let's see. Let me move this over. So I still like the design of this, and it definitely brings me back with what I had as a kid. It's just more modernized, considering this is based on the game. So I like it. And it comes with these web accessories, which I don't think I have. I don't think I have these web accessories. So I like that. That's pretty cool. I could use these. And then he comes with, see, this is where it sucks. Because we know back then, this is why it's crazy. Back then, we always had to argue with how come Spider-Man doesn't have the required 3 hands, right? The required 3 hands of thwipping, fists, and wall crawling hands. He has fists right here and wall crawling, but I'm sorry, thwipping hands. So no wall crawling hands. So there's always figures that we get that just doesn't come with the required hands that it should. But I like this look. I think it's great. I think it looks really good. Considering it's an all new sculpt, they never use this again. This is a one and done. There's no way. I don't think there was any reuse on this figure. Not that I see. Yeah, because look at this. There's so much texture all in where the black is, which is nice. And then, of course, we got all the armored plates on it. So that's still nice. Let's see. Let's see. Mondo's killing me with all the sweet reveals. I know, right? They're so good. All removed clutter will be instantly replaced with shiny new clutter. Absolutely. Figure Fight Club. What's up, man? How you doing? Brick something. How are you, sir? Yeah. So this not bad. I like the look of that. It looks great. It really does. All right. Cyborg. We'll get him out. I had this Toy Biz figure too as a kid. I thought it was wild. This is a crazy look for Spider-Man. At the time, I didn't know it was based off of, what happened to a version of Peter Parker in the comics. As a kid, I was just like, that looks awesome. Look at that robot Spider-Man. That's really cool. So I was excited to have this version of Spider-Man as a kid. Now it's kind of like, oh, look at, it's just like this nostalgic piece that I have now as an adult. And I think to me, it's really cool. So again, we cut it out. I'm going to throw out the plastic. Here he is. Now the colors on this is really nice. The colors I think are great. The accessories are no good, considering it just comes with a fisted hand and a webbing. But the arm. What is the arm from? Where does this arm come from? I'm trying to. Where's the reuse from? Everything is reuse on this, except for the head. The head is brand new. I just don't remember where this arm is from. This. So here's the accessory of a fist. I guess he doesn't need a wall crawling hand. Of course, it's just the one fist, right? They couldn't make hands for extra hands for the cyborg part, which is like, okay, what else, what are you gonna do? We do have this here, which we've seen many times. Not many, but this is the staple of an accessory. So okay, fine, we got something like this. The Spider-Man. This is like this is the Sunfire body. This is the Sunfire body. So this was a nice update to have for Spider-Man. But of course, this is the older style because it's pinned. But it was like a bigger frame. So we got butterfly joints on this, including on this arm. Well, will it work? The butterfly joint is weird on the cyborg arm. Like it doesn't want to go back. It only goes forward, which is strange. There's something blocking it. It's probably, let's see. Why are you not? See here, look. You can get his shoulder all the way to the end of the butterfly joint. Can't move it back any further. What is that? What is causing that? Oh, it's getting chopped up. That's might be a problem. There we go. it was hitting the back torso. So now I kind of just made it there. See, there you go. Now it's back there all the way. Good Lord. It scraped the back. So okay, now it works. All right, now I'm not. Who knows? Who knows? Looks like a cable arm. It almost, but it's too thin. That's why I'm curious. Maybe Deathlock, but then again, this arm might be too thin too. I don't know. They should paint those pins. Yeah, you think they would paint those pins, but they don't do that. So God forbid. It's always going to be one color, because if they do blue pins, it'll look good on the inside, but it won't look good on the opposite side. And Brick, I saw your question. I have no idea. They reused the body that has a a peg hole in the back. I don't know. Silver Samurai arm. Maybe. Looks like the arm from that dude from the 5-pack a while back. I don't know. I am not sure. Yeah, this is pretty wild. I mean, I love the look of it because it just reminds me from when I was a kid, and I think it's a neat figure. Is it a good figure? I don't know. I think it's smart that they use the Sunfire body for this, but it's just outdated. With all the new Spider-Man figures we have, it's just stuff that I should have opened a long time ago and enjoyed it, but that's all right. It's still part of my collection, and I'm still going to enjoy it because it will fill the shelf, like the Spider-Man, my Spider-Verse shelf in a way. So it'll work out. The Black Cat. I have the original Black Cat from Marvel Legends. That I still never got rid of that one. Oh wait! I bought that used. I did have it at one point, and then I was like slowly getting out of Legends and slowly getting back into Legends. So I rebought a Black Cat figure, but it was loose, and I remember getting a great deal for it too. But this Black Cat was supposed to just be, was this supposed to be for animated, like the animated Black Cat version? Because it's not really. I mean, I have the card here that kind of shows like it could have been, but I don't think it was. But she comes with a cat, which we've seen this cat from Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel comes with this whip. I have 2 cats now. Now this was before what's the inkjet face printing. This was before that. So this still is like a deco face in a way. I got my first SHF One Piece figure starting with Yamato. Did you really? How is that figure? I don't have that figure. I agree. I'm sure that's where that piece come from. Still looking for NECA Ernie. I might just have to order them. Oh wow, I haven't seen the Sesame Street characters yet in stores, but I heard they're out there. I was thinking almost like Marvel Legends Random, but Bushwhacker has a similar arm to Random. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, not Random. It's more, yeah, it's a little different. So this Black Cat, older style body, which the fur is nicely sculpted on the forearms and the boots here. I don't think it swivels. No, no boot swivel. The double jointed knees with the pins. So we know that there can be some gumminess to this. Not always, but these are more. These are the thicker female legs than the skinnier ones that we've seen in the past. But we unfortunately have, if I can bend her elbow, what the hell? It's okay. There we go. We have an elbow that can barely do 90 degrees, which sucks. Really sucks. Regardless, the sculpt of this is your typical female body, and it works for the time it was. And then we have a head sculpt, which is still very nice. Hair sculpted nicely, but look at the way it's sculpted over the front and the back. So turning it is going to suck because it gets in the way. The shoulder gets in the way. She has a collar, the sculpted collar underneath it. But yeah, not much to this figure at all. It's more so just like a shelf presence of the character. And I feel, you know what? Let me get the other one because I'm curious. The other one is really old and it's very outdated. Let's see what they reused here because I'm sure they reused practically everything. My God, they definitely reused practically everything. The only thing that they updated was the feet to not have heels and well, the upper torso, I'm surprised she has a good a good upper torso. But they reused everything, practically everything. So it looks they re let me see. Let me see here. It looks like they just retooled the upper torso to not have fur on it, from what I could see. Of course, everything else, this has new feet and new head, and maybe a retooled upper torso. But you tell me, because this black cat is not going to stand up. No possible way. Everything's the same on this figure, from down to the fur on the forearms, actually the arms, the lower torso, the legs, this here, and look at these feet, man. It's so small, and she can't. It's not possible for me to. I mean, I'm gonna try, but she's not. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. She just has her. She has a lot of hair on the older version. Yamato is nice. I just need to find a good soft goods. Yeah, I agree. If I were to get that figure, I would want soft goods on that figure. She's staying on card. Nice. Yeah, I never realized they practically just reused the entire figure. It's just the upper torso is pretty much the same exact one. This one they just removed the fur. That's all they did. And of course, it's a new collar. It's a brand new collar for that one. So who would have thought? I would have never realized it until I looked at it right now. That's so funny. Look at that, especially with all the blue on this. There's the sculpted hair back. Very, very different. So, yeah. Okay. I have two versions of this black cat. But this, man, that's really, the whole thing's outdated. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. All right, let's see. Let's see. Who's that? Oh, we have the whip. I forgot. Yeah, I guess we could just. This is a very soft rubber. There you go. There's our whip. All right. So let's see. We have Negative Zone Spider-Man. I'm so scared of this figure right now based on the old Pizza Spider-Man body. We'll see. We will see. Negative Zone Spider-Man. I think I got a deal on it somewhere. Somewhere might have been on sale, might have been clearance. I'm trying to remember. What was Pizza Spider? Was this a Target exclusive? If this was a Target exclusive, then more than likely I got it on clearance. Go. Yeah. This one comes with all the hands that just fell out and that white and black Oreo, what am I saying? Pizza. Where did that go? Okay. I dropped. Oh, good. They're right here. So he's got all the hands. Wow, you could really reuse these hands because they're just all black. Pizza. All right, so how are we going to do this? We'll move you two. Here is our once famous Pizza Spider-Man buck. It's almost like the... No, it's not. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Anti-venom. It's not. Wow, that's a really thin body. I forgot how this thing is. Wow. That's incredible. It's amazing how much improvement has been. It's so crazy. So crazy. Omega, I know maybe I should have, but it's another version of a Spider-Man that I would love to have on my shelf, honestly. If it was very similar, like, to be honest, I remember when we first got the Spider-Man that was the acclaimed newer body. I never opened it. You know, God, let me see. I'm gonna find it because I have it right here. This one. Remember when this was all the rage? This version of Spider-Man, because it was the first time they did the diaphragm and the inverted ab crunch. Everyone went nuts for this figure. Everyone went nuts. They were trying to find this. This was part of this wave right there. Never opened it. I never opened it because I wanted it for my wall display to show with the other Toy Biz figures that I had. See, this, I may just sell it. I don't really need this version because when Renew Your Vows came out and all this other, I was like, okay. But then again, I got this one. This one is the animated Spider-Man, which 209 Ed helped me out with this one. and I'm very grateful for this. And I like this one because it's got the animated colors on this Spider-Man. So this is a keeper for me because it's technically different. This one, I don't think I really have a need for this because it's very similar to like Renew Your Vows and probably some other ones that I have, like basic Spider-Man characters. So it's like, oh, I'll probably get rid of this one because I'm just like, I don't think I really need that one. Too bad I opened that Spider-Man. Sold one of those for $100 too. You see what I mean? Exactly. It was a long time ago, but it's still like a favorite if it's especially if it's on card. So that's why I kind of left it alone when I started taking down all the figures from my wall. This one, I don't think it was a very popular figure to begin with. And for me to wanting to keep it, I think I can justify it considering it's negative zone Spider-Man. Like, oh, whatever. So, but we have a slice of pizza that we have right there. Whatever. That one is nice. I sold like 4 of those for top dollar. See what I mean? I probably missed my window on it, but it's like, it's all right. I'll do my best to try to, you know, like reduce clutter and sell some stuff. Renew Your Vows is better. Absolutely. I love Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. I love that a lot. Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. That's another amazing figure of a Spider-Man sculpt articulation type of thing. So yeah, I think I'm just holding on to ones that are just different to kind of just I I know I don't want very, very similar looking Spider-Man figures like that one to be hanging around. Is like multiples of, so which is stupid to say, right? Look at all these Spider-Mans that I have right now. And we'll open this last one. So another Pizza Spidey Buck, but painted as Spider-Man 2099. This was a exclusive to somewhere. Do I know where? I don't remember. So I never got the one that was part of the Build-A-Figure. This was my chance to get that one when they put it on the retro card. So I was like, okay, I can get the retro card one because I can't get the one that came with the Build-A-Figure. But I don't have this version of 2099 in my collection. So this one's a keeper for me. Let's see. I love the colors that they use. It's almost like a shiny metallic blue. I guess it's a blue, but it comes with. It does not come with whipping hands, but I don't think it needs it. I think it comes out of his fists. I can't remember, but it has these claw hands, fist hands, and wall crawling hands. So. And it has this useless webbing cape. All right, let's kind of hopefully unlock some of the joints here. Jesus. Simple enough, really skinny, really, really skinny. That pizza slice always makes me crave an Oreo pie. So we got our extra hands. That is really the only accessories for it. It's funny how it says on the packaging. It calls for web cape. Web cape. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's really it there. Hasbro needs to make the animated Spider-Man line exactly like how Mondo did it. Bulky body. Yeah, because this one, see, here we go. This version, this animated version is almost the same body. Oh, no, it's a different body. It's just the same articulation. Yeah. Sculpts are very different. Very, very different. I just noticed that. I thought it would have been just the exact same thing. But there's more musculature in this version of Spider-Man versus this one. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, and there's that webbing that we got with the spider armor. Sean, are you keeping any retros? I am. There are a few that I'm not going to bother to open just because of the age of it. It just, there's no point in opening those figures, and I'll just maybe put them up on a wall or something. So which ones? I'll probably point that out when I make my part 2 of my decluttering Marvel Legends video, because all these figures right now will be part of that part 2, because I was working on opening up a lot of this stuff, which I opened up a lot of the Fantastic Four retro cards and some other the X-Men retro cards, all this stuff. So we're going to work on that. And these will be included on it. So this is the 2099. This, I feel like this 2099 should not have been on this Pizza Spidey. This should have been on the Sunfire body. Why they chose that one, I don't know. It's weird, but what are you going to do? If they do make this figure again, we'll see what happens, but it might be the Sunfire body next time. I love that retro Spider Wave so much. I remember when I first saw Electro on the pegs, and it looks so good on the. Oh yeah, yeah. All the villains, I still got to open up those. We might do that next week. The symbiote Spider-Man in that retro wave is super bulky compared to the ones after. Yeah, I liked that one too. I still have one of those on cards. I bought 2 of those actually. I kept one on card to hang on the wall and one to open. So we'll see. All right. We're done opening. We had opened up a lot of these older retro card figures, which was nice. Nice to have them breathing, and I can put them on the Spider-Man shelf. So that means I got to make room on the Spider-Man shelf. That's crazy. So crazy. Maximum Spider-Man. Oh, jeez. So yeah, it is past 11 o'clock. So that is our time. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been fun. We're talking about all that new Marvel Legends, which I love to talk about. So it's my number one thing I collect. So you guys should already know that by now. So opening up newish Legends to me, that's always fun. So thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for being in the chat. I greatly appreciate that. You guys are awesome. So expect at least like 2 reviews this week, because I was finishing up my Jada Toys Street Fighter reviews, and then expect my toy hunt to show up as well. And then we'll have Zolocon on the weekend. So if any of you guys, I think some that were in the chat previously are going to be there, but I know you might not be there Sunday. If you're there, awesome. If you're there Sunday, even better. Come find me. I'd love to say hi to you guys. But I appreciate it once again. You guys are great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out. Hope to see you soon, and hope to see you on the next hunt.